This is Wes Anderson, the most quirkiest director of this generation. Every actor wants to be in his films. His style has become a brand to some people, and others cannot even comprehend it. But his films do not make big numbers at the box office. He is not widely popular among the mainstream viewers. And some might even say, all Wes Anderson movies are the fucking same. So how did he reach here? Being known as an auteur, a master filmmaker, if all his films are mostly style over substance. Well, he was actually a failure. It was the early 90s and Wes Anderson set out to make his first film, Bottle Rocket. Along with him, two of his friends, Luke and Owen Wilson. Somehow managing to get Oscar-winning filmmaker James L. Brooks as the producer and casting James Caan, the film was already off to a remarkable start.
You're really complicated, aren't you?
Say it one more time. Say it again. Repeat what you just said.
Do you really want to know?
That's inappropriate! That's inexcusable! That I don't forgive! What were you thinking? Pointless act!
He made the film in a free flow, without any proper script or a big budget.
I feel like I was never more confident in my life than when we made that film. My attitude was, just wait till they see this. Right.
To Wes, it was going to be a masterpiece. His goal? To find his audience and discover his voice. The movie was about three friends who were lost in their lives and wanted to make something happen. Anything. It was a very personal story for Wes and Owen, who co-wrote the script and saw the characters as kind of their own mirrors in some way. This film was going to be the life-changing act for Wes. But the box office had other plans.
We screened it in Santa Monica at the AMC for an audience of 400 people. And I began to see people leaving. And it was really a miserable thing.
You know the forecast ain't clear.
Bottle Rocket was a total disaster. The audience ignored it. The critics hated it. It was termed a stupid movie with no plot and a whole bunch of gibberish. But Wes Anderson got what he wanted.
Afterwards, we had the audience cards, the reactions. This girl had sat there a lot longer than everybody else. And I remember in the room, I was like, this is our audience.
Now it was time to prove that he knew what he was doing. By some twist of fate, Bottle Rocket soon developed a very niche following. One of the followers was Disney chairman Joe Roth. Rushmore was another personal story that Anderson co-wrote with Owen Wilson. Unlike Bottle Rocket, Rushmore had a complete script. It was about this deeply disturbed kid who had a crush on a teacher at his school.
How much of this in your head is you?
I'm sorry, did someone say my name?
He's one of the worst students we've got.
If I had seen this movie when I was 15 years old, that would have been it would have changed me.
They got actors like Bill Murray, Seymour Cassell, and Brian Cox in supporting roles. The Wilson brothers doing cameos, but the biggest problem? Casting the lead.
We looked for a year trying to cast this part.
Sic transit gloria. Glory fades. What do you call getting a hand job from Mrs. Calloway in the back of her Jaguar?
And then finally this kid, Jason Schwartzman, walked in.
Jason Schwartzman was cast as Max Fisher, and Rushmore took the critics by storm.
What's the secret, Max?
Secret? I don't know. I think you just gotta find something you love to do and then do it for the rest of your life. Rushmore was my life. Now you are.
Rushmore was the first film where Wes Anderson's signature style of symmetrical framing and deadpan humor was noticeable. It was his first critical success. A bit of buzz due to the Disney banner, but still a box office failure. Anderson's career continued on a rocky road, but he knew what he was doing.
Is directing hard?
Screenplay, the nominees are Wes Anderson and Owen Wilson for the Royal Tenenbaums.
The Royal Tenenbaums was Wes Anderson's biggest film yet. He had to make it work. a movie on a broken, dysfunctional family and child prodigies who turned out to be depressed failures. Unlike his first two films, this one had a large ensemble cast. The Wilson brothers, Gwyneth Paltrow, Ben Stiller, Seymour Cassel, Angelica Houston, and Gene fucking Hackman. How'd he got the cast? Well, it's called the Wes Anderson effect.
Look at that old grizzly bear.
Why'd you shoot me?
You son of a bitch!
I said the last 6 days have been the best 6 days of probably my whole life.
Immediately after making this statement, Royal realized that it was true.
The film was a massive success, both for the critics and the masses. It not only recovered the budget, but made 4 times profit. Wes and Owen were nominated for Best Screenplay at the Oscars. The Royal Tenenbaums was the turning point in Wes's career. He got connections with the studios. Actors like Willem Dafoe, Edward Norton, Jeff Goldblum were eager to work in a Wes Anderson film.
Not agreed. Did he just throw my cat out the window?
His style was slowly coming to life. But a question still remained. Who is he actually making the movies for? Who is the target audience? What is the genre of Wes Anderson? Bottle Rocket was a story on friendship, Rushmore was a character study, and the Royal Tenenbaums was kind of a family dramedy. His next 2 films, Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou and Darjeeling Limited, released to mixed reviews. One of them was also a box office failure. Wes was not happy either. He was restrained by budget and the restrictions from the studios. He wanted control, absolute control to express his creative vision true to its core. Physical cinema couldn't provide it to him. The solution he found? Animation. Fantastic Mr. Fox was his first animated film, and here we witnessed the Wes Anderson style in its full glory for the first time. The frames were visually stunning, and we saw a new form of animated content with Hollywood's top talent. The film itself, critically acclaimed and a box office success, was primarily a children's movie. Being a children's film, it explores many deeper and complex themes such as self-discovery. Fantastic Mr. Fox made Wes realize that he doesn't need to follow any rules. In cinema, every rule can be broken. So when finally Wes returned to live action, he had found his voice. He knew that he was going to make something that was never made before, a style that no one has ever attempted. Within 3 years, he released 2 of his greatest films, Moonrise Kingdom and the Grand Budapest Hotel. You could say that the Wes Anderson style peaked here. Popping aesthetics and camera movements that resembled plays. Moonrise Kingdom soon developed a cult following. It was a story of 2 kids who fell in love and ran away from home. But even with 2 kids in the spotlight, it was not a children's film.
A non-violent rescue operation.
What kind of bird are you? I'm a raven.
Come and get me, you bastards!
Those sons of bitches.
This is Ireland! Woo!
The movie explored themes like trauma, loss, and depression in underage individuals. It was termed as Wes Anderson's best work for 2 years. The Grand Budapest Hotel was Anderson's most ambitious project, and he went full crazy with the plot. There was style, but most importantly, there was substance. The film revolved around a hotel caretaker and a new lobby boy, with again, deeper emotional themes.
And the BAFTA goes to...
And the Golden Globe goes to...
The Oscar goes to...
The Grand Budapest Hotel.
The Grand Budapest Hotel. Wes Anderson, The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Wow. What? That's fucking exciting. What's the meaning of this shit? Holy shit, you got him!
It was a mass success and earned him global recognition. Both of these films were extremely profitable, and studios were lined up to produce Wes. As his films required a very low budget, minimal to no use of CGI, as almost everything is done with practical effects. Most importantly, a huge amount of top-list actors are always ready to work in his films for minimal fees and scale pay. For them, It's the prestige over the paychecks. Wes Anderson went ahead and released 2 more films, Asteroid City and The French Dispatch, adding Tom Hanks and Timothée Chalamet to his ensemble. Many people loved the films, and many hated them. It's the same about his style, to be honest. This is exactly what art is supposed to be. Great art is dividing and polarizing. There will be followers, and there will be haters. But the matter of fact is, Wes has finally found his style. His films follow a pattern. Besides his signature style, it's always about broken and depressed people, adults acting like children. These are the themes that make his movies so emotionally driven. So he doesn't care if you say all of his films are the same. He has found his genre, or should I say invented one. The genre of Wes Anderson. He has become a brand. Big multi-billion-dollar companies are paying him big bucks to make commercials for them in his signature style. Social media has been flooded with people trying to imitate and recreate his style. In one word, it has become revolutionary, a symbol of innovation. And to answer the question, whether he has found his audience or not.
We did it though, didn't we? Yeah, we did it all right.
I would say, yeah, I think he has.
And the Oscar goes to The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, Wes Anderson, and Stephen Rail.
Accepting the Golden Globe tonight for the Grand Budapest Hotel is director Wes Anderson.
I think you just gotta find something you love to do and then do it for the rest of your life.